In this podcast episode, Chris and Emily Bledsoe share their extraordinary experience of encountering UFOs and other unexplained phenomena. Chris recounts the events of January 8, 2007, when he and his son witnessed strange orbs in the sky while fishing by a river. They observed orbs moving in unusual directions and emitting bright lights before disappearing. This experience marked the beginning of a series of encounters with unexplained phenomena for the Bledsoe family. Chris describes how the encounter took place during a difficult time in his life, as he was dealing with personal and financial challenges. The sighting of the orbs and subsequent encounters had a profound impact on him, leading to a sense of fear and curiosity. The experience also had a significant emotional and physical impact, as Chris's Crohn's disease symptoms disappeared after the encounter. The family's experiences extended beyond sightings of orbs in the sky. They also encountered other unexplained occurrences, such as shadow figures, objects moving on their own, and even being touched by unseen forces. These experiences led to a sense of cognitive dissonance, as they were experiencing phenomena that were difficult to explain or reconcile with their everyday lives. The Bledsoe family faced challenges in sharing their experiences with others, as they were met with skepticism and ridicule. The community's reaction to their encounters, coupled with a documentary that portrayed them in a negative light, added to their struggles. The family's experiences had a profound impact on their personal and social lives, leading to feelings of isolation and frustration. Despite the challenges, the family continued to have ongoing encounters with unexplained phenomena, including sightings of orbs and other unexplained occurrences. These experiences reinforced their belief that the phenomena they were encountering were not limited to traditional ideas of aliens or UFOs, but also included spiritual and paranormal elements. The Bledsoes discussed the impact of these experiences on their lives, including changes in their beliefs and behaviors. Chris describes a transformation in his perspective, leading him to adopt a more compassionate and empathetic approach to life. He also shares how his wife, Emily, experienced similar encounters and how their son, Chris Jr., was also affected by the phenomena. The couple also discusses the involvement of organizations like the Mutual UFO Network and the interest of individuals from NASA, CIA, and other government agencies in their story. One of the key figures in their story is Colonel John Alexander, a former military officer and expert in paranormal phenomena. Chris and Emily describe how John initially approached them with skepticism, attempting to debunk their story. However, after years of investigation, John became convinced of the authenticity of their experiences and integrated into their family. They also mention that John had connections to the Men Who Stare at Goats, a book and film about the U.S. military's exploration of psychic abilities. Another significant figure in their story is Tim Taylor, a NASA engineer with extensive experience in space exploration. Chris and Emily explain how Tim became a close friend and confidant, providing them with valuable insights and guidance. They also mention that Tim had connections to the National Reconnaissance Office and the CIA, and was involved in mapping the moon and conducting launches. During their interactions with these experts, Chris and Emily were briefed on various paranormal phenomena and given access to classified information. They were also tested with metamaterial, a substance believed to have unique properties related to the phenomenon. Additionally, they were advised to keep music in their heads as a way to prevent the beings from reading their thoughts. The podcast also delves into specific incidents, such as a ghost hunt at an old plantation house in St. Paul's, North Carolina. Chris and Emily recount how they experienced missing time during the ghost hunt, which was corroborated by other members of the group. They also describe encountering strange orbs and beings during the investigation, leading to a sense of unease and confusion. They discuss how their experiences have led to a greater understanding of the phenomenon and its potential connection to ancient structures on the moon. Chris talks about his experiences with the National Reconnaissance Office and his visit to the Launch Control Center, where he witnessed the monitoring of rocket launches. He also shares a video of an orb appearing and flashing in the sky, which he believes is evidence of extraterrestrial activity. He also discusses his experiences with the Monroe Institute, where he and others attempted to film the phenomenon intentionally. The conversation then shifts to the healing aspect of Chris's experiences. He shares a story about a dog that was injured and how he was able to heal it through a spiritual experience. He also talks about a young boy with a mitochondrial DNA disease whom he was able to help heal. Chris emphasizes that he sees himself as a vessel for the phenomenon and does not take credit for the healing that occurs. Emily Bledsoe also shares her experiences and discusses the spiritual and healing aspects of their encounters. She talks about the complexity of their experiences and how it goes beyond just seeing UFOs and aliens. She mentions that people often have a hard time understanding the multifaceted nature of their encounters, which includes a spiritual and healing aspect. The Bledsoes also discuss the scientific aspect of their experiences, including brain scans that show a certain part of the human brain being dense with neurons. They also talk about the skepticism and criticism they face, with some people attributing their experiences to evil forces. However, they emphasize that the healing aspect of their encounters contradicts the idea of evil forces being involved. The podcast ends with the announcement that their book, UFO of God, is in the process of being made into a motion picture.